Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. Hey. Hey. So this is a little misleading because I have it as my character, but I was playing around with the idea of the NPC, the quest giver, having the exclamation point, or let me find the right one here, and this would be the same thing, like, here you go, something like this for the right. If you had the quest already going on, then it would look like that with the question mark. So I think we were talking NPCs that have a name, and then the line below would be whatever their kind of profession was, just like in kind of Warcraft it says, you know, goods and services, or repair, or blacksmith, or something like that. For players, your name and title will be on the first line. Probably your clan, your guild, would be on the second line. Couple reasons for that. The first one is it is just easier, and we can figure it out. It's easier if each line has their own color rather than splitting up. You know, doing like the guild tag in front, but we can do that. I just think this works fine right now, and this is what you see in like WoW anyways. So what I want to do is I want to bring in our new map. So give me just a second here to find it. I'm not going to show too much of the code today. Let's just look at the graphics. Pirate Area 1. Okay. Let me see. Pirate Area 1. This may turn to blank screen here. Yeah, okay, can't find it. Hold on. Assets. Ooh, that's not how you spell that word. How's that? There we go. There we go. So Rinzai, we don't need to worry. You can make the map however big or small that you want. The viewport right now, so this is full screen, right? But I'm stretching the map out to about 4,000 pixels so that we're going to have some nice scroll going on like this, right? And I apologize if that's kind of choppy. Was that smooth or was that choppy as I move? Does it look like it's stuttering? I don't, or does it I think there was a little. So I will say that when you play it's smooth. The transition is smooth. So let's see about sizing. So this was the question, right? Like, depending on how big I scale these, because if I don't make this as big, so this I took to 4,000 pixels. If I only make it 3,000, the character might appear a bit larger. Yeah. So I'm gonna put myself next to this barrel. This game may be easier to follow with a yes, and so that's the yes. Doing a click and also the tap on the for mobile. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put myself next to that barrel. So I think this is fine. I think the thing is like, right, the isometric movement's a little tricky. No, it's not that it. Okay, so let me get this right. We won't be moving up and down. We will be moving at like 45-degree angles, so it will be smooth. Okay, I mean, this is the trick of Noroth, right? Like, it's not like we quite did like a level editor, right? We didn't like build a level. This is just a background image. The tricky part here, and actually it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a version of this with the grid on. This would be funny. I should actually just use P5 to draw the diagonal lines, but that's going to be the trickiest part. Not the trickiest part, sorry. We have a layer that's the map, then we have a layer that's the grid, then we have some basic pathfinding for where you click and you move to that location. And do I have it where when you click? Yeah, okay, so there was just a couple things I want to do. As I was messing with this text, I somehow turned off my ability to oh, you see the glow effect I have? Yeah. Here, let me find my little sprite class. So I think in time these can be things, you know, people can here, let me try a blue glow. So we can award these as like prestige. So yes you get the title. So now I have a blue go. Well, I think the glow could be associated with some sort of like aura, right? So I definitely think like I do like what a lot of games do, where they try to share some sort of like hint of the rarity or some property, right, with that glow. For people you need to talk to, I don't know what you think about the question mark, but something, either the color of the name, right? The NPC name doesn't need to be white or something. It can be so we could have like just normal NPCs you could talk to, and then we could have something more. I don't know. I think there's a lot you could do here, but I just wanted to see what you can do. This was pretty cool because it's just adding a glow to whatever the sprite is. So if we have a sword sprite or something like that, this shadow effect, this blur, will work no matter what. No matter what the shape of the sprite is. I'll try to stop moving the character. So you can add a size to the glow, and I think this is like a little bit bigger, so like the glow is less pronounced, but it's a kind of a fun effect depending on what you want there. What I will say, just give you a heads up for when you clone down the game to work on it. You know how Vue does the hot refresh? When I hit save, it's like reloading the stuff. The P5, what's rendering, like it's pretty performant, but after like 3 or 4 refreshes, Vue is hot refreshing, but the P5 starts to lag. So every now and then, just give the page a refresh. You can see my character animation is very slow, as opposed to like when I refresh this page, the animation is much faster. So that's not something players are gonna see. It's something you as a developer as you're working on it, you're gonna see your canvas slow down, and that's just with view and P5. There's probably something we can do in how we configure excuse me, how we configure Webpack or something, or like the renderer, just to make sure that we're kind of flushing the canvas and redrawing. But anyway, yeah, so tonight's work, we're showing the artwork in the back here. This is all from Rinzai. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, so when we get to a situation like this, what I think we should probably do is stop the map from scrolling and allow the character to just move to the corner. Does that make sense? I really would like to try to keep the character in the center of the screen, but when the map reaches its limit, we can have the character walk to the viewpoint. We'll give it a we'll give it a go. I want to make sure that it works well on the various viewports. So yeah, right now there's no collision or anything. I'm just walking all over the background. Yeah. So let's see. Cool. Rinzai also did the logo above me. And I should have asked, I know you sent the SVG on Discord, but actually I should just grab that down and put that in here. This is the one that's currently in the project. But yeah. Oh, the PNG is there too. In Discord. Yeah, let me grab that. Yeah, I saw the new eyes. I think. Yeah, let me. Yeah, I think that's super cool. Save image. So if I bring this into the game. The other thing I wanted to think about was, I guess I can draw over the top of P5 if we need. But I think the game should take up the full width. I think we just want to draw everything in P5. I think that's the approach we want to do. There can definitely be some buttons that trigger like a bootstrap modal. Or oh, yes, that is actually exactly what has to happen. We're not going to draw the sidebars obviously in P5. Like the quest modals and stuff like that, that'll all be bootstrap, so that'll be over the top. Yeah. Let me just save this into the project, and it should. Slide expeditions, assets, logo, save. Just replace. Okay. Did that replace the one that was just above me? Does it now look like the updated one? Oh yeah, it looks off center now. Hold on just a second. Let me transition it out. There you go. Nice. Okay, so that's in the project. Let me go ahead and commit that. Yeah, I think this is looking great. So, okay, I need to just look in this code for a moment. Direction. Okay. Oh, direction. Okay. Oh, I see what I did wrong. The reason the character's not turning anymore, hold on, that'll be fixed in a sec. P5 is not, I'm gonna need to do this. P5, and then where's animate? Just a second. And then I think what I want to do is just have the character turn, but not actually move the character off his center. I think this is what we want to do. Let's see, right, there we go. Up, down, left, nope, nope, press the wrong key. There we go. Cool. Oh, so you can offset the turn. Okay, let me try to do that. When I move, I have to move. Oh my God, you're gonna do this to me, aren't you? I need to move X and Y at the same time. Okay, hold on. Yeah. If I'm adding to X, so this must be the D key, this must be the A key. Right now it's using WASD for movement. For Y, if we're adding, I bet that's S. And I bet that's W. Let's see, I want to add. Okay, let's try this. My character should walk at a 45-degree angle if I do this. Nope, got that backwards. Got that backwards, hold on. If I'm adding to Y and adding to X, so this needs to be a subtraction. Oh, is it 35 degrees? It's whatever the isometric angle is. It's probably 45, but we're about to find out. Like, I either walk along here, watch. I'm either going to walk along this deck or I'm going to walk off of it. Oh, hold on. Oh, see, now it's lagging. It's not the movement, it's the animation. I may just turn off the animation for a moment. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. It's not a 45. It's probably a 35. Shit. Oh. So if it's 35, this is going to be what? Some sine cosine bullshit? Like, for however many X I move over, I don't move the same amount of Y. So I'm going to make... You can change it. Hold on. But the grid doesn't... It doesn't change the art. The art is at a 35 degree. Right? It's not the grid. You can't rotate these pieces. Oh, you can. No, hold on. You can rotate a little bit. But like that house, right? That house, right, that's just a stamp. If you were to rotate it, it's like if you were going to tip it over on its side. So no, this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. We just need to figure out I just need to do the math for a 35 degree angle. But let's at least get the, it's okay. It's, yeah. It is, it's not too bad. At the end of the day, well, a lot of this stuff is just addition. Let me see. This is D, good, and A, good. So we got the directions right. Yeah, I mean, I guess this looks right, my character. Cool. And then if I want to go S, I need to also add X. And if I want to press W, I need to subtract X. Alright, so now we have our cardinal movements. Let's see, up to the right, down, this way, and that way. Alright, so one thing we'll want to do is we'll look at our sprite generators to see if they have. I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, this is better than Noroth. Noroth just has one face at all times. Here we have, the 4. Just make your character moonwalk everywhere, right? Bum, bum, bum. So ideally, if I put myself right on this box, right on this corner, I should be able to walk up along the whole dock without doing that. And it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna do a Google isometric projection. Let me just look at a thing. I'm gonna do something stupid and just assume. Yeah, there's the mathematics. Oh, I don't want to do the math right now. For every x, we're going farther in the x direction than we are in the y. So I'm just gonna squish. I'm gonna squish our y movement. Look at that. Oh, we're close. We're closer. We're closer. We're closer. Okay. Look at that. So I'm coming off much better now. Right? With P5, if you can make a line up the dock, you can only follow that. No, so I don't want to do like a node system or something like that. I do want to have, I mean, essentially it will be a node system. A grid, when you overlay a grid on top of this, when you do sprite movement, what you're looking for is the center of each grid. And so that's like the little node, right? And when you click, your character is going to move from node to node to node. I think, so right now I have it. This is, I should just figure out the cosine sign. I may just leave it right now. Basically, for every 15 pixels I'm going over, I'm going 9 up. There's probably some like golden ratio on what this stuff is. It's probably like, you know what it probably is. It's probably like 16 and 9. Probably something like 3 squared and 4 squared. For some reason, that just feels right. We do have a lot of 16 by 9 like resolutions and shit like that. I don't know. I could just be making that entirely up. Let's just see. Let's see if I walk this dock. I think we're pretty close. Hold on. What do I need to do here? Let me get up on this box. Okay, so now I should walk. Oh, that's close. You see that, Kenzie? I'm off by just like... Yeah. That's going to be fine for tonight. We're just going to leave it like that. I will say the isometric's a little... You have to get used to it, though. Actually clicking on the screen just like Diablo would solve this, wouldn't it? Because then you're not trying to do arrow keys. I think the arrow keys are throwing me off. But if we just do click movement... Yeah. If we do click movement, then we're set. And I think if we just do a thing that when we reach the edge of the map, if we can keep it locked to the viewport, and then we just move the character, and that's fine. So at some point you'd see the character, you know. Can you see? I see my screen like up there. Okay, cool. Awesome. This is great. Let me save the progress. Isometric movement. And the nice thing too, I mean, we don't have to use isometric all the time. You could totally have, depending on the map, just up and down, though. I mean, isometric works great. And keep in mind, like, all the stamps are in isometric. So, right. Let's add this area. A new area. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so all of that is pushed back up. We got some nice isometric movement. Okay, let me close a couple things I have. A couple too many things open right now, I think, that I do not need. Cool. I don't need. Okay. Okay. And actually, hold on just a second. We try to do something like this. Is this gonna work? Okay, so only when I move will he walk. If I left my key, he won't walk in place anymore. So it doesn't have the character just walking in place. I basically just said, hey, if I'm not pressing the key, don't do the animation loop. Yeah, looks a little better. I think for NPCs we'll want some amount of movement, but it doesn't have to be the walking animation. They could have some idle animation or something like that. Oh yeah, like up and down where they're just sort of like breathing. Yeah. Let me put a comment in for that. If not walking, do an idle animation. Yeah. The other thing too, we have that character generator, right? So once we figure out how to run that, right? This is just this current sprite sheet is just 4 knights. It's just 4 examples. But that generator can create hundreds and hundreds of characters. I mean, right? Unlike Nora, every single one of our characters can look different, which I think will just be like, right? So I think that would be pretty cool. Because think about this, Kenzie. This image doesn't necessarily need to be hard-coded into the game. You could store this image on S3. We could almost have, so rather than like have a character sprite that is made up of everyone's choices on what they're wearing, there could be a point in the game where you get basically different outfits. And what I'm thinking is we have basically a script somewhere that is generating your sprite sheet. So this wouldn't be something where like every time you put on a different helm would change the whole thing. But I kind of like the way that in World of Warcraft you can unlock different transmogs, and then you go into basically an avatar creator view where you can try on your different things, and then when you're done you hit save, right? And then so there is a way at the end of the day for you to create a unique sprite for just you based off the equipment or the achievements or whatever you've unlocked. It's possible another player may choose, I want the green helm with the blue tunic with the red boots. Yes, but that's a choice that you've selected. Is it out yet? I will see. I may just need to put it in the sprite repository. I think it is out, and I do think it is in the sprite repository. I think it's a program that runs on Windows. I may be incorrect about that, but I will check. Okay, so this is good. Unfortunately, what's happening right now is I only have this rigged up for just the character. Let's get an NPC. Let's get an NPC. Okay, let's get another screen, another character on the screen. And okay, let's see. Gotta remember what the new sprite. I need to figure out where to put this character. Oh, I have a set position function. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I didn't use this before. Set position, and I need to give it an XY. So let's just put it at 300, 300. And then let's put it in the draw. There should be a second character on the screen now when this loads. If it wants to load, it doesn't know the down of Brigand. Okay. Maybe Brigand was not the right. Oh, it's Bandit. Okay, let's see. Okay, there you go. Oh, they both say Tempest. You see up. Oh, and they're both moving at the same time. I need to disable movement there. If I disable movement, I need to be able to walk around and keep the NPC in the right spot. What I want to do is, what is this? You know what I need to do? I need to debug my coordinates on the screen so I know where to put these NPCs. And let's create it. Okay, so we're getting closer. NPC, let's go 900 over. An array of NPCs and their coordinates, yep. And their type and everything, yeah. We're almost there. I want him on the dock. Right, like that. Oops, I did the wrong thing. 8, 5, 13, 5. So I should put him, there you go. You can't miss him now. And let's set some properties about this NPC. Set meta, let's just do that. Something like quest true. Name, Brighton, and title, innkeeper. Cool. Now let's figure out what that function does. And obviously I'm not an NPC, so we do not, it's going to be blank screen for just a sec, everybody. This name equals, okay, this title equals title. This quest is quest. Title. Oh, name title quest. Name title quest. Okay. Almost there. Ooh, that blew up. Hold on. So let's do name, title, quest. Alright, let's comment out that function. It's yelling at us. Hold on. I'm saving. It wants line 113 of Sprite.js. There it is. Okay. Now let's change. Right now it's hard coded as Tempest. This is going to be this dot name, and we're going to replace questmaster with this dot title, and I'm going to do this if this dot quest. So I should no longer have the question mark, and he should. Why isn't Brighton showing up as his name? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, whoops, because I set it to a blank string. There you go. Brighton the innkeeper has a quest. Look at that. Let's turn it back to this. And I like that, what is it? What does WoW do? It's a gray if he has a quest that he's waiting. So Brighton the innkeeper, but over here my name is Tempest, and we're just going to be, I'm going to call myself a newbie, and I'm not a quest, I'm not an NPC. Let's see what that looks like now. So if I refresh, we should see my name and title. Nope, what did I do? I put too many semicolons. Yep. Just a sec. There you go. Tempest, newbie, Brighton, innkeeper, and he's a quest giver. Now, and I am not an NPC. Let's do one more piece of metadata. He is an NPC, and we're going to make it so that the NPC at the moment doesn't move. So, I do think it's really important for the world to feel alive. Is NPC equals is NPC. So I do think, maybe not for quest givers, but for other ones, I think it's important if things move around. And what we want to do here is we do not want the controls to apply to him. So he's moving, but he's not switching his, and the reason why it's moving is because I need to be drawing Brighton with the background and not at the same layer as my character. So that'll just be a quick NPC. I need to draw him here. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh no, now I've lost him. Oh, I drew it at the wrong spot. Here you go. There you go. So Brighton's going to stay in place. Brighton's staying in place now, and I'm moving around him. Okay. Now, let's get some click effects. Oh. I'm going to open up Wildcraft. There's something in there where we were clicking on an enemy. And I'm going to bring that over and attach it to Brighton. Everything. Let's see. I'm going to do cursor effects. So, I guess to do the cursor effects on P5. First off, just like Noroth, let's get a good game icon for our cursor, so that as long as it's over the game interface itself, it always looks like a game cursor. But I do think maybe we do a hover effect. That would be cool. If it's something you can click on, we put the glow on it, right? So as you hover over Brighton, maybe he glows white when you hover over him or something like that. Okay, that'll get a good feedback to the user that you can click on him. Okay, let me open up Wildcraft and look how was I doing this? Mouse press. Oh shit. So the way it's currently being done is that in Wildcraft, it just took the coordinate of what you clicked on, of where your mouse clicked, and then separately it figured out, was there a target within that area. So that's not as good, because it means that, I mean, it'll work, it's just not as elegant as if you're saying, hey, I've got an enemy and now I want to bind a listener, right, for the click event, and then just handle it. But let's figure this out. Let's bring it for now. Pointers, something like this. Let me see. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about, that little gauntlet hand. Yeah. We may have something in our sprite, though I think that gauntlet hand or something like that would be pretty cool here, because while we have these sprite characters, we have a non-pixel background. So I think the gauntlet hand is fine. It doesn't need to be a pixely thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's bring this over. I guess I want to handle a click event. Mouse press. Oh, and there's the movement. Okay. All right. Ugh. So this is fine. When you click on the map, I'll do this next. All right. Let me get. This is what I like to do. I want to click on him, and I want to trigger a modal. I want to put an enemy on the screen, and trigger essentially the combat modal. Then I'll go back through here and change this from WASD movement to click movement, and that's fine. What you need to do there, and without the node system, it'll just move to wherever that coordinate is. What you got to do there is in the game loop, in the draw loop, you've got to keep track of where you are and where you want to go, and then every game loop you just are moving incrementally towards that. Right now it's using the same loop, it's just only moving if the proper key is pressed. In this case, you'd just be checking, am I currently at the correct XY coordinate? If not, move towards it. So just explaining that for anyone that was curious how you go about coding that. Let me just see a second. But this is real promising. This is really cool. Rinzai, what I imagine we'll need is something kind of like a Google spreadsheet or a very simple editor for the placement of all these things. I think could be as simple like, I think this is something that Norath probably built sometime in the past decade when working on the game. He's got a system that looks like Incarnate, where he can select something and put it on the game, like on the layer we're talking about. So he could place the different NPCs just by like clicking on the NPC stamp and clicking it there. That would be a nice eventual thing, but you have to keep in mind, like, that's a game in itself, essentially, right? I think for right now, we just kind of brute force it, where we just have a JSON file or a spreadsheet, and a Google spreadsheet may be better, where we're just listing all these properties about all these things. Let me just check something. Open this up. Okay. 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 There we go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What don't I like about this? What don't I like about this? Okay. In the isometric, no. Okay, so this is actually the pretty cool thing. Oh, think about this, Kenzie. If more than one player, so I actually am liking the idea of P5 essentially having like a memory or a knowledge of where the grids are. When you click, all this function should do is determine which grid square you clicked on. Was it, you know, A11 or C12 or something like that? Okay. Separate to that, then we have a function that just says, hey, does anything inhabit that square that is interactable, right? And if so, what is the nature of the interaction? If it's a shopkeeper or an NPC or a quest person, we trigger one thing. If it's an enemy, it's something else. If it's another player, we ignore it. We allow you to move on to the same, because I don't want to do collision with another player, because otherwise people will figure out how to block things, block other people. There should be a nice way to, if there is another player in there, maybe we pop up a menu that just says, hey, would you like to trade with someone in that, you know, or challenge them for PvP or something like that. But for the most part, I don't want any sort of like collision with other players and blocking, but that'll be the logic. When you click on the canvas, it's going to figure out what grid you're in, what grid you're clicking for, and then it'll figure out what is inhabiting that tile, that, you know, and is it a treasure chest? Then you get loot, right? That would also be, we treat a treasure chest like an NPC, right? Where basically you trigger it, you loot it, and then it disappears until, you know, it refreshes. Okay, just a second, I have to send something. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, cool. Okay. Ooh, got some terrible RNG on today's labyrinth. Just, I have a 19% in the first room and a 14% in the second room, and it took me 34 actions to get through them. Anyway, I like the idea of the IQ labyrinth, but it needs to be implemented, oh gosh, a little bit better. Not quite so wild with the RNG here. Yikes. All right. Cool. So if mouse, so let's here. Okay. So that is how excuse me. P5 mouse X and P5 mouse Y. Okay, let's just refresh. Oh, I have an extra. I have an extra function here. Oh, I have a couple extras. There you go. Is that better? Reload. All right. So now what I want to see is cool. And if I click here, this is actually going to be pretty cool. Hold on. If I move my character. Okay, so this is the problem. The mouse click is relative to where I am, right in the middle of the screen. So we gotta figure that out. And so this right here is the bad math I don't want to do. Right now I am the center of the screen, so I just have to calculate where things are from the center of the screen, which is me. When I hit the edge of the screen like this, if we want the map to stop scrolling but my character continue, I am no longer the center of the screen, so I have another offset. How far am I offset from the center of the screen? But that'll come later. It's just another thing to add into this. Okay, and this is where character get Y. Yeah. So if I do this, minus, you get the mouse X minus the character, and of course, all of this just gets much more complicated the moment you make it multiplayer. But that's where the fun is. So this is when I click on his helm, I get 1, 3, 7, 6, and if I move, I should get no. Okay, so what did I do wrong? My mouse position. Do I have to keep track of how much I've shifted the whole map? Oh, because my character's position doesn't change. I'm not moving my position. I'm moving everything else. Okay, I think I need to add instead of subtract. Some other people are much stronger at math than I am. I'm kind of doing this through trial and error. Oh, I think we got it. Yep, we got it. I'm getting the same coordinates now every time I click on his helm. Perfect. Oh, wait, what's this? Why is it doing it twice? Why am I getting two numbers? Oh, I bet I just need to refresh. So, yeah, I bet it's... Yep, so that's a good case right there, Rinzai. Every time I click, I'm seeing something in my console log, but the hot refresh didn't erase the previous previous binding. It just added in the new one, so now I'm seeing two, and one was very much incorrect. Okay. This way, okay, I have it rigged up so I can now click. I'm getting the same coordinate every time I click on the enemy, which means that I can now check for a collision box around the enemy, and if so, trigger a modal. Here we go. things. I'm just gonna... Okay, we're making progress. This is one of those things, right, where it's like, could you find a game engine that does this? And some of these things are, the RPGs are so, they're so complex. I'm not happy about writing a lot of this basic, like, sprite click handling stuff myself. I'd rather get into the meat of the game, right? This is where, like, RPG Maker, I think, is a great tool for people aspiring to do some game development. This is fun and rewarding too, though. I mean, like, I'm figuring out some pretty basic stuff here. Okay, NPC get X minus 10. I need to figure out the hitbox here, but should draw a little border around him. I don't know how big he is, the NPC. I think that's all we need. Let me refresh. I need to console log here. Console log clicked. Okay, let's see. Oh. This is definitely fun. Let's see. Why? Hold on. Shoot. NPC get X. I need the position from the NPC, right? Okay. So do I have a function? X is the offset. Shoot. I don't need the offset. I need the position. Get position X. Yep. I wrote a function for this. Is this a browser game? It will be. It will be. It'll be browser and mobile. It'll be for free. The main benefit for mobile is I think it'll just run, like, it'll have a lot of these assets, these game maps right on your mobile screen. This is free. There won't be any microtransactions or pay to win or anything like that. We're in the process of building it, Rinzai and myself. So it definitely will be eventually. I'll send you. Okay. Yeah. We're just playing around, trying to get some stuff going. Feel free to the website above me is where I have my links to our YouTube and our Discord, stuff like that. You can follow on Twitch to get some updates. Or really on any of those channels. Slyboot Studio, myself and a couple other devs, we're just trying to make some games without so much of the obvious monetization, more the predatory monetization with microtransactions and stuff like that. We will be having something like a subscription or even just like a Patreon to just help support the development, but the games themselves will be free. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. Thanks for sending me that on Discord, yeah. I'm gonna look into that, yes. I'm pretty familiar with, like, just by watching streams, like, what's going on in New World, and this is probably the first WoW expansion where I've played right as the expansion comes out, and it's sort of fun. It'll be interesting to see those sorts of systems. There's a lot in New World that I do like. And I also liked certain aspects of, like, Lost Ark or Diablo Immortal, but without the very, very low chances that for, like, crafting and stuff like that encourage the pay to win. Why are you stuck on rocks? It's true. Here because right this minute I should actually just set my character. in a different spot. Right now we are building our level editor. So what we have is a background image, and we have some images for the character, some images for the NPCs, but there's no logic yet on the map to know where you can or can't walk. I will, however, set my character to a better spot so it doesn't look like I am stuck on the rocks. Let me do this. Let me actually not set myself too far away from the NPC, the quest giver here, because I think that's what we're trying to do first. What we want to try to do is hook up the lodge. Oh, did I put myself off screen though? Oh, and I realized that's exactly what I've done. Shoot. We're just gonna comment that out. Go back to where we were. Yeah. And what I want to try to do is I want to click on him, and I need to just check my clicking. So let's do this. Yeah, feel free to we'll be streaming probably a little bit every day, a little bit every other day from now to the end of the year. We got a couple games in the works. This one is something that'll probably take us, obviously a lot in next year to do, but we should have something playable by the end of the year here, really to test out. And then we have a more of a text-based single player idle incremental game that we'll also be trying to get out by the end of the year. And both of these games, again, completely free, no ads, no microtransactions in the games, just good, hopefully fun for players, or fantasy world, idle incremental, and this one obviously more of a role-play game. This one will be multiplayer, so you'll be able to see other players and interact with them. Okay, I'm gonna refresh here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, his coordinate is set to, I'm off on his coordinate by 100. That's interesting. What do I need to do there? Let's see, hold on. The X part makes sense, but the Y part is off by 100. So let's do this. I think I need to add. Oh. The map you're looking at, as well as the logo up above, were made by Rinzai, the other developer in chat right now. She did a great job on this map. I like this little fort you have up there in the top left. I like that. And I like this rather large structure up here. Rinzai, did you grab like the 40 by 40, like the square map to do this? Or was this like the 40 by 30, the more landscape view? I like this little windmill down here. Yeah, yeah, I like the placement of all this. The landscape, okay. Yeah, the first option, good. And I love the ship. I could totally see like your character being able to walk onto that ship and talk to the captain or something to set sail, right? I think that isometric just works so well. Yeah, the map. Yeah, she did a great job on it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on getting this guy clickable. Do we have? And then I guess I need to put in an enemy just to play around with that in a little bit. Okay. Get Y position. If the target Y. Oh, I got these backwards. I think this needs to be something like that. I think it needs to be like that big. Let's see. I'm going to refresh. Can you combine maps together on the site? Yeah, actually. We don't need to do what the other game does and take you to a whole different thing. Are you talking about like, oh gosh, that's a great point, actually. Are you talking about like when I get over to the edge here, can we just load the other map right on there? Because we can. We can totally do that. Actually, let me just show you. You can make expansions on the current map as the story goes. You can. I'm trying to think what I would like to do. I really like that, like in World of Warcraft, each zone eventually ends in like a gap in the mountains or at a bridge or something like that. Like there's a very clear like bottleneck of how you get how you get from area to area. I wouldn't necessarily want to load dozens of maps, but you could definitely have several maps connected and loaded, because I don't think it's gonna. I mean, aside from the bandwidth to pull down this map, we're not loading that many. You know, most enemies you fight, it'll be like Pokemon, where you just are walking around and then there's a random encounter. So it's not like I'm loading assets for that. Yeah. Let me just think. Let me just think about that for a sec. Can you make the player walk behind structures? At the yes. Oh, I see. What we would do is this will look like right now. I'm just using my keyboard to control. Eventually, it'll be click to move or tap to move for mobile. So you'll walk around like in Diablo, and the walkable tiles will just be behind. Will just be set up in such a way that this should never happen. We could look into putting the buildings on a layer above the players, but for right now, the buildings are part of they're part of the background. So, so what I would do is I would just never put a player in a situation where this would happen, right? I'd make the tiles go up and yeah, around that. But as soon as we put the tile system in, which I think I can probably get to tomorrow, then the movement will be pretty smooth there. Let's see. Oh, let's see if I have the click now. I do. Is it not doing the click? I think I've made my hitbox way too small for this this fella. Yeah. Let's just make it much larger, so I can just click them. It's nice you can make expansions. Oh, I need to refresh. I think I need a second. Oh, target Y. And then what do I have to do? Minus Y. Minus Y. I see why I think I was off. Minus x. Minus x. Or maybe I need to add x. Are you allowed to kill the townsfolk? I think there'll be plenty of combat. I don't think I'm going to make it so that you can fight the NPCs. At least not. Maybe, you know, that'd be something fun to play around with later, with more of a higher level town. I don't see a problem with that, where you want to challenge the guards or the townfolk for that. Yeah. I think that could be fine. Console log. Trying to figure out how to. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm subtracting a number when I should be adding it. But I think there's I'm really into social and cooperative games. I think there's a lot of you can do with just a little bit, you know, just allowing some folks to play together and adventure together and have adventure, you know, and do some amount of, you know, dungeon grinding together. I think that'll be fun. It'll be more of a casual RPG. The combat won't be real time. Again, it'll be paced more like Pokemon, or like Final Fantasy or Fire Emblem, where you're choosing what attack to do. But I think, you know, when 3, 4, 5 of your friends all want to grind through a dungeon, and you can do that together, and there's some sort of shared boost or shared stats. I think that would go a long way. Trying to figure out. I don't have. We're just kind of piecing together a lot of stuff right now, so I don't have a lot of. I don't have a lot of the debugging tools that I normally would. Oh, geez. Okay. I get it. So. I just wonder if that's going to throw. There we go. Make a nice big box around this guy. But I mean, we are this little, to be honest, everything you see on the screen here is, everything you see on the screen is about 48 hours old. All right, we started this just two days ago. And so there's not much decided on the game itself yet. We're just playing around with, just figuring out some of the stuff, movement, the maps, things like that. It's all still pretty fresh. Get position X, get position Y. Okay. Yeah, I just realized that, Renzai, we could, if you were to put another map, like right next to this one, will the ships be movable? Definitely. There will definitely be a part of this game where you will sail around your ship. Your character will be a ship. There will be a map specifically for like more of like an overworld map, right? And you would see. You'd be able to move around like that, so you can go to different islands or whatever you wanted. So yes, the ships will be movable. Okay, trying to play around with some of this math here. Okay. so weird. Interesting. The target is there, but really it's a negative number. Okay. Let's see about this. Does this work? Click right on his helm. Okay. I see. I think I'm just realizing I've just drawn such a very small hitbox for this NPC. I'm probably going to have to rewrite this much later. I'm sure there's going to be a bug with this. But we'll give it a go. What were you thinking? What were you saying about Rinzai putting another? Oh, yeah, sure. Rinzai. I definitely think if you wanted to create another map that lined up with this one, so we are not constrained. So here, let me actually zoom this out so you guys can all see. Here, if I just set it to 1,000, you should be able to see the whole map now when it reloads. So, can you guys see that? Oh, did I have that thing too far? Here, hold on just a second. Let me refresh. I think the map is, there we go. Okay. So, we're just using HTML canvas, which allows us to, essentially it's like MS Paint. We're just drawing, right? We're just putting things on the screen. We've put in the background image, right? Then I put in the sprite. I've put in the character name and a title, and then if there's a quest, he has the exclamation points above him. So there's nothing constraining us for putting a second map. Yeah, like this. How big is the map? 1,000? Yeah, so now here's a game with 2 maps. But let me flip it. So Rinzai, we actually don't need to worry too much about how big the maps are. We can just put these things right next to each other. I think the only thing we want to, the thing that comes next is when we do the grid over the map. You just have to determine what grids are walkable and what aren't. And then you just want to make sure, like with this dock, you're making enough space for there to be at least a couple of grid squares through there. Let me see if I can just easily flip this image. Yeah, there's a function specifically for this. I think we just want to, yeah, we just scale it. Scale. So I think it's just P5 scale -1 1, and then do you flip it back, or is it going to flip everything? Let's see. What borked? Oh, just all of this? But yeah, I won't mess with the scale. But this is that ladder on the ship going to be walkable? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think so. Rinzai, it'll be interesting. This will, yeah. So what I imagine is, right, this will be a tile. You'd be able to tile down here, right? Yeah, we'll have to come up with something so it looks, because in this case, you're going to go up and down that tile real quick, but I do think that's fine. So in most cases, you'd be walking at a 35-degree angle in most cases, but you could totally have a thing that was like, hey, if I'm on this particular tile and my next tile is at here, then you're translating your character down at a much steeper angle. It's not 35 degrees anymore. It looks like more like, in this case, more like 70 to 80. I think that'd be just fine. So that would allow your character to go up ladders. It will allow your character to go up stairs. Anywhere where it wasn't. Sorry, let me get rid of this other map. Anywhere where there wasn't a nice clean angle. Obviously that would take more work to say, hey, between these two tiles, when you traverse between these two tiles, you need to do it at this sort of angle. But there you go. So now this is sort of what I was thinking, like, right? And then this is just going to continue on. Can you add a delay or slower movement to certain areas? Climbing the ladder would make sense. Oh, sure. You have to understand, like, with any game engine, there's a loop. There's a main game loop. In this particular one, it's called draw. And in that draw loop, it's going to say, hey, I'm currently at point A. I'm trying to go towards point B. How much should I increment along the X and Y coordinates per frame? And so you could have a character move through quicksand, move through mud, however you want, right? You just slow down that speed or speed it up. Like, you can give yourself like a haste potion and move faster, right? Like I could do, right? If I give myself here, I'm going to move about 6 times as fast now, right? Not that you'd want to move this fast, and I apologize if it's choppy on your guys' screen. It's smooth on mine. I think I just need to figure out something with how I'm streaming to let through that sort of quality. But you could totally do that. Can you add a delay or slower movement to certain tiles? Yes. Climbing the ladder would make sense to be slightly lower than walking. Yeah. People might get annoyed. Sure. I also think, like, to be honest, that amount of detail for one particular ladder, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Like, it probably is not worth it to do that. But I think it would be interesting if you had a swamp. And if you stayed on the elevated trail through a swamp, you could move at normal speed. But if you left the trail and were actually trying to walk in the swamp itself, like, we could allow the character to move into those tiles, and if so, then you're at half speed. But maybe you want to do that. That is something that would be reasonable to do. I have put there. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting back to this. I'm almost there. Target and clicked. Okay, so I am. I'm off by. Let's see if I click on the exclamation points, that works. No, hold on. I think that hitbox is just so small. Where is it? Are you going to use? Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's what I was talking about yesterday. I'd like to do that algorithm for the pathfinding. I think that would be the simplest way to do it. There's countless examples of that nowadays. It'd be very efficient. I mean, the movement in this game is not going to be very complex. It's not like they're a platformer. Most of the enemies are not going to be visible. There's not going to be anything really blocking your path. It's just about how to connect the nodes and then navigating your way through there. So yes, that was my approach. The A star or the asterisk, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna quit that for a second. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Okay, great. Oh, I see. I'm not absolutely positioning that. Am I? Yeah. Oh, I guess I am. Right there. Okay. Great. So it's doing that. Oh, and then I think I just need to do, was it NPC X minus 40 and NPC X plus 40, and then NPC Y minus 50 and NPC Y plus 50, and it'd be interesting to see target X minus target Y. Okay, this is the math I was trying to figure out before. This should tell me the distance between where I'm clicking and the actual hitbox. So if I click on my character, okay, so the center of, okay, yep, I'm still off by, I think I need to do plus 50 plus 100 or plus 20. There you go. All right, let's try this. I'm within the 20 range. Oh, I see. I'm just, so I need to be 150. I'm 150 off. Okay. There we go. There we go. All of this is now triggering. Yes. And then the top of that character is, okay, I see, about 100. Okay. Now I finally have the math, the debugging functions. This will be easier as I move forward. I see this. Good. 40 plus act. Oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, let's check this out because I'm already adding it. Let's see. Clicked. Awesome. Okay. So now we need to I need to handle the click that comes out of P5 and into view. And we're going to trigger, I think the easiest to do at this point, Rinzai, is to trigger like the off canvas. Do I have an off canvas? That is not, oh, I do. Let me go into the app. I mean, I think the questing system's loaded into the off canvas. Check Discord. Okay, I think I've got the questing system loaded into the off canvas, but that's fine. Whatever. We'll see that for now. Let me open up Discord. I'm probably gonna have to cut the stream after I get this modal to pop up, or the off canvas to pop up. It's about midnight here, and I think last night I was up until about 2:33 working on this, so I need to get some sleep. It's been real exciting. It's real great. Huge shout out to Rinzai here for all the art. What is this? Is this a universal LPC strat? Wait. No way. Walk, slash, shoot, right with a bow, hurt. Oh, if he gets hurt. Where's the, like, water? Okay, but where's the, does it have an idle? Spell cast. Oh, that's cool. It doesn't have an idle. Okay, but hold on. Teen, female, male, body color. Oh my god. So you see how they're generating the tile sheets? Sorry, they're generating the sprite maps on the fly. They're kind of redrawing it. This is eventually we'd want something like that. We should just bring this into our game. Let's see. What is the? This art is available under. You must credit the authors. No problem at all. So what is the Creative Commons? Okay. I am free to. We are free to attribution. So we have to provide attribution, of course, and share alike, which means copy and redistribute the material. This allows someone to make their own. Well, and what would be fun too is to limit the options based off, like, again, like the way WoW does it. Once you unlock a certain appearance, you don't have to wear the gear. You can apply the appearance once you've unlocked it. You must give, okay, so here we go. If you remix, transform, or build upon the material, you must distribute your contribution under this thing. So here's the thing. We would fork this project and make a fork of this project that allowed it to take in our input to control this side menu and probably the appearance, and then release the whole thing for free, right? To keep it under the same license. But look at, oh my god, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. You could just let someone come in here for, like, you know, the other thing, to be honest, Kenzie. You could just not care about the limitations and just let people make their own characters. And whatever equipment they're wearing, fine. Let anyone, you know, you could do that just to really. Okay, there's an axe. I mean, I guess in roleplay, not I guess. In roleplay games, you do want some amount of, hey, if you have that particular sword, so I'm just saying, like, all these options here, all these options for all these cups. These could be things we unlock in the game, right? You can make enemies in the special area. What do you mean? What do you mean in the special area? Credits, text, what is that? Oh, cool, it gives us the sheet. Oh, damn. The credits for this. Oh, I see, different people have contributed different assets. Oh, that's super cool. Okay. In this, under body color. Oh, fur. Zombie. No body. What is it, just a head? Fur, black. Fur, tan. Where do you see skeleton? Oh, I see, I missed this. Zombie. Oh my god, skeleton. Oh, but I'm wearing armor, so you can't see it. Oh my god, so if we were to bring this into our freaking game right now, you could just customize your whole character. Expand. Oh, I see. Here's the expand select. Cool, cool, cool. Collapse all. Cool. Compact display. Okay, replace mask. Reset all. Oh, this is from the Liberated Pixel Cop. Cool. Okay. This is awesome. Yeah, look at this. You could create so many characters, so many NPCs and enemies. Holy crap. It would match the incarnate art. This would match. Oh, why? Hold on, why? Do they have the 45-degree angle? You like the look of these better, okay? Yeah. Yeah, they have the, oh my god, they have the 45-degree angle, don't they? Walk. So they're not walking just, hold on. Right, because the preview up at the top is not the complete sprite sheet, right? I'm trying to think. Walk. Oh, I guess it is. They are left, right, up, down. They are left, right, up, down. But sure. Oh yeah, look at these. The lizard men. Well, and the nice thing is too, if you wanted to get more into asset creation, Rinzai, this provides you plenty of kind of template example if you wanted to add on to here. I mean, they've made this thing. Look at how many different folks have contributed this, right? They've basically done a paper doll. Here's the paper doll, and if you wanted to add a shirt, you just have to make it fit this template. Okay. Well, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, this is really cool. Yeah, you could have transmog. You could create, so what I would do is I would bring this logic, this app, I would bring this app directly into the game and let you dress up your character, and when you were done, hit like save, and that's when it would it'd be cool if it could cache it locally, like if we could serialize it and put it in local storage. But really what we need to do is send your configuration or your sprite sheet that you've generated up to the server. And obviously that's a security issue. So we need to send the configuration up to the server and let the server run this again. That'd be the best way to do it. Okay. Let me grab this and put it in my notes. I think this is gonna just blow just amazing. This is super awesome. Tools. What do you mean on download? It gives you a whole spreadsheet again. What do you mean on download? Draw a local file with custom Z position. Oh, cool. Download of the repository. Click image. Oh, here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is the... Oh, is it fishing? I don't understand the tool he's using. Like, what's going on? Oh, you guys can't see at the bottom. I guess you could see at the bottom here. Like, what's going... I guess this is fishing? Oh, it's because I selected... Oh my gosh. It's because I selected the thing. Oh, I see. There's the hoe. There's the shovel. So the one thing I don't like about this... Okay, the one thing I don't like about... Or you have to keep this in mind. If your character was going to shift between fishing or using the hoe and then the shovel, you would need 2 of these spreadsheets. Now again, this may not be too bad, but if this game ever had like more than 100 people, that's just a lot of assets you're downloading. But what I would do is, maybe you don't have to show the asset, at least to everyone, on like your action or your item or something like that, but especially just the walking ones. Yeah. And yeah, if you're wearing, yeah, that's so cool. Look how many customizations you do for arm, head. Oh, what is it? A Waratar? Whoa. Zombie. Lavender. A Minotaur. Pig. Alright, these are just the pig people. Lizard, orc, vampire, jack-o'-lantern. Yep. Well, and this is where then you do the different colors of them for like different tiers, right? Diablo 1 used to do that. You used to fight the goat men, then you used to fight the green goat men, and the blue goat men, and the red goat men. Those were the different tiers. Okay, this is an amazing find. Okay, we're gonna get back to that in just a sec. I'm trying to figure out. Am I outside the hitbox? Click, 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 click. Okay, so we did that. I'm handling now. I'm handling. This is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be so cool. What's cool though then too is we have all the animations. So we have all the animations for combat. Hold on. Couldn't find anywhere else to put it. Cool. Alright, let me see. Okay. So in my game view, oh, there's the map view. Let me see. I'm so excited now. Like I was gonna go to bed. It's midnight. Now I'm just too damn excited. There it is. Okay. Set position is the delegate, and then what do we need to do? movement. This is a delegate. This is play. 5. Movement. Oh, is movement. Let's change this to play, and then it's going to throw an error. And that should fix the error. Okay. Okay, if payload type, oh, it's right here. Set click. Oh, perfect. Man, I'm curious if we can bring their logic into a view avatar creator so it looks more fancy. I think absolutely you could. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see what they're doing. Are you just talking about the application itself on the navigation? Yeah, I imagine. Oh. Okay, so this is perfect. So they've got Python. So this would do well as like a serverless job, right? To run that Python script. Sheet definition sources. So it looks like you probably just need to, yeah, see? And that takes care of your security aspect. If you can call an API, yeah. So what you do is you create a serverless job, and you can do this on, you can do this as a Firebase action or an AWS Lambda job. You're going to have your front end form just take whatever the configuration payload is and send it to the API. That the API take in that payload, run the script, and then move the file over to S3 for storage, right? Then what it's going to do is once it's over on S3, it's going to communicate back to the Lambda job, then back to you saying, hey, this is the key for that image. You could also dictate the name of that file, which would be a little bit cleaner, I guess, a little bit, because every character is going to have an ID, so there'll be ideally like a one-to-one match between my character ID in the game and my file in S3, but that's how we would rig this up. And then what is this? This is all the animations, the scroll. So Kenzie, they're just building this thing. I mean, this is jQuery for their form. Add credits. You know what I would do? Gosh, I wouldn't even. Part of me says this. Part of me wouldn't even bring this into the game. Part of me wouldn't, because they have the attributions and the whatnot. I think it gets. Hear me out on this idea. It obviously in the game, if you go to your character tab and play around with your character, I guess it would have to be in the game. That would be an amazing experience. The other thing I was saying, you could just have the character profiler, like the avatar creator, like as a side app, like we link to it, but it's on the side. But I realized then there won't be any logic for these particular things are either allowed or not allowed. Somewhere in here they're loading. Yeah, see this parse CSV? They are, and they're loading these files. They are pulling the available items. This is a jQuery app. This is fine. This shouldn't conflict with what we're doing. We can just restyle it. And the only difference is wherever they're loading the content from, we just want to limit the amount of options they have. So if you haven't unlocked the red chest plate, plate mail, you can't wear the red plate mail. And obviously you can't choose any of the if we didn't want people playing lizard people or pig people or whatever, you can't choose those. But this is an excellent thing to dig into. Um, yeah, that's gonna look so. That's gonna look so cool. So cool. Yeah. So if we're free to copy and redistribute, we are allowed to adapt it, remix, transform, and build upon the material for any purpose, even commercially. If you remix, transform, and build upon the material, you must distribute your contributions under the same license as the original. You must distribute your contributions. So I've got no problem with that. Our fork of the project would be that, and I feel like we should be able to bring that then into our game without having to license the game too, because all our attributions would be part of a separate project. You must give appropriate credit, provide link to the license, indicate if changes were made. You may do so in any reasonable manner, but not in a way that suggests the licensor endorses you or your use. Yeah. You may not apply legal terms or technological measures that legally restrict others from doing anything the license permits. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Cool. Cool. The other thing that's pretty cool about that is these sprites that are already in this app. Oh yeah, look at this. Belt, sash. This is the JSON, right? Right? So what they're loading is they're just loading these JSON files. So instead of this, imagine you pulled this from an API that was, hey, or something within the game based off what you've unlocked. This is what you have. Cool. And then somewhere here is this sprite sheets. Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah. So if I go to eyes, female, oh look at that, and it's just the assets. Okay, and here's the sprite sheet. So let's look at something like, okay, let's look at headgear. No, not head. That's not what I wanted. I guess I wanted hat. Crown. So you could do some game assets. Right? You could pull some of this for game assets. They're already part of the open source stuff. Cool. Oh, there's a pirate. Go back. There's pirate. What is this pirate? Holy shit. They have... There it is. They got pirate gear. Hold on. How did we miss this? We didn't miss this. Human, special. Hold on. Not heads. It's gonna be under head covering, bandana, skull bandana. Holy shit! There it is. Look at that. Do you see that? Kerchief, tied headband. No bandana. Hats and helmets. Pirate hats. Oh my god. Look at all these hats you could have. The completionist, a bicorn. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Can you imagine the completionist, where you have like the completionist in it, where you have to collect, like, even if the stats are identical, it's a different drop to get the red one versus the green one versus the brown one. Anyway, this is pretty. Or just allow people to dye the hat, right? That is so cool. The tricorn captain. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Blue and gold. Holy shit. Hold on. I don't want to be, I don't know what race I am. I don't want to be whatever this is. How do I do that? Get rid of the special. Body type. Can I just go back to... Ooh, they have shadow too. Oh, shadow would be cool. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Body color special. Wounds. What? Brain? Ribs? Oh, weird. Yeah, there's so many details. I mean, this is, see, and you know the beautiful part about this is you can bring someone into the project who doesn't know anything about coding, but they can sit here and use this tool to just make the assets for the game. And now you've encouraged and looped in someone else who can help be a game developer, help feel like they're contributing to the project, and all they have to do is just go through kind of the details of this particular form. I think that's fantastic. Quiver. Yeah, put a quiver on him, and let's get a weapon. Let's get a bow. Oh yeah. Look at that. A great bow. Oh my god, a normal bow. Yeah, let's look at the shooting. Look at that animation. I like how my character doesn't have pants. Our combat is going to be so awesome. Yeah, the diversity is fantastic. Ammo. What's under ammo? There's nothing under ammo. Shields. Just run around nude, right? Oh, that's so cool. Hold on. Slash. Oh, I don't have a sword. I need a weapon. A spear. A halberd. That's yeah, that's a big one. Let's go to like a sword. Oh, here it is. Slash weapons. Warhammer. Yeah. Show. Yeah, look at that. Look at that warhammer. With and I'm still wearing the quiver. Hold on. Let's turn off the quiver. There you go. Warhammer and a shield. Okay, this is too exciting. This is great. This is so much. So much we can do there. All right. Oh, yeah, and we don't have to make it ourselves. Like, this is great, and we're supporting open source, right? We'd be promoting these open source. I mean, this is fantastic. This is why I like this. What I love about this project. Here's whatever this is, a few dozen people getting together and providing this amazing resource for free. You know, and it's unfortunate North is paying for all of their art to be made because he doesn't want to deal with licenses, even open source or free licenses. He thinks it's too much of a burden. And it's like, if we just follow the license as they've written it here, we can have thousands of characters that all look different. My pixel art is trash right now. Yeah, so many NPCs. Right, well, we get better, but that's the thing, like, use this as a template and now add in your own new type of shield or weapon or whatever. This is awesome. Awesome. Okay. I wanted to do this. I'm going to put a case in here. Okay. We're going to emit. Oh, the camera's fuzzy. Alright. Thanks. Yeah, depending on what I have on the screen, if the monitor is showing light, if I'm looking at a white page, yeah, then it can go fuzzy. Hold on. Alright. That's really cool. Let's do this. I have it click. Okay. I need to show the off canvas. I have this all working. Well, now, I mean, I'm just super freaking motivated. This is so much fun. Party. What? I was working my game view map, and then I need to do. I guess I need to do something like show modal. Show modal. Show modal. But even the game view doesn't even have an off canvas. I need to bring in the off canvas to the. I thought the off canvas was. Yeah, the sidebar is all the way. I just have to trigger the sidebar, right? Yeah, the sidebar is already part of the whole page. Oh, it's already there. The sidebar is sitting there, just needs to be triggered. So let's trigger it. The best example of this is in the navigation. When there was a navigation, misc, layout, nav bar. Yep, here's the line to trigger. So this is the button. Oh, dang it. I need to trigger the off canvas using JavaScript. Renzai, do you have an example of where we imported Bootstrap to trigger the off canvas or the modal? Not with CSS, but with JavaScript? Yeah, I think we did this in the last month or so. So in my game view, this is just show modal. So it's a method to show modal, and at some point, I guess I would do like a type, but this is where. Oh, the canvas from. Let me see if I have. Yeah, that's gonna break for a minute. Now that I've broken that, hold on. Sorry, I'm writing something in IQ. I have not tested the script on Firefox. Oops. That should work on Chrome, but I should make sure it's supported on Firefox. Yeah. Okay. I think I need to import, let's see, view, bootstrap, modal, import. I kind of want the modal, but wait, what are we doing? We don't even need the modal. We don't really want modal behavior. We just want something to appear on the side. I should just do this with a freaking, like a V show. I feel like I'm overcomplicating this. I mean, an off canvas is just the V show, or sorry, yeah, the V show with the transition, which I do think looks really cool. But let's just keep this. Let's just keep this freaking simple. Let's do this. Let's do scoped. This is going to be the so width 300, height 500, background red. Let's just get this to appear on the screen. I need it to appear over the top. So there it is. I need it to appear over the top. V index. Oh, what's that? It's not V index, right? Z. Thank you. Sorry. Z is for the Z index. I'd like this to appear over the top of P5. Okay. I guess I could do position absolute and let's see what happens. But I don't feel like that's the issue. Okay. Show modal, show modal. Let me go to, where's my map component? Show modal. Okay. No, not that. This one. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's refresh. And then I think I just need to go to elements. There's the off canvas. There's our container. We're not doing the container. There's our oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, I need to close a couple things. Div class card, div class card header, div class card body, I've left something somewhere. Hold on. What did I declared that div the wrong way. Okay. Let's get rid of that background color and the height doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh, let's do a border. Pick a solid. You DM'd the project we did. Thank you. Not red. What am I doing? White. I will try to do a modal, but I don't know that we actually need a modal. We just need, I mean, this is just an absolutely positioned, I can even do a shadow, can't I? What's that? Is it just shadow? What's that bootstrap class? Oh, did that drop the shadow? Yeah, shadow. Isn't there like a shadow large or something like that? Yeah. Okay. I want. Oh, so hold on. If I do. border, border, white, border 3, and I get rid of this one. I want the one with the rounded. There you go. Border, I could do it a little bit less, so it didn't. Quest, and we do like a font weight bold, text white, box shadow. You create your own shadows. Yes, yeah. I think we may want that. Quest. If I do like an H6, it should style in the Raccooth. Yeah, there you go. H5 for some size there. Cool. The footer. I need to go into my off canvas and grab what I put there. Where is the sidebar? Oh, looking at too many things. I'm not assets. MISC. Okay, there's the sidebar. But the sidebar brought in the story quest component. Okay. Oh, I could just put the story quest component right here, can't I? Oh, holy shit! It's already rigged up with the portraits and everything. Hold on. We don't need to redo fucking what I already did. It took me a while. This thing sorry. Story quest. I need. Okay, I got it. In the game view. And I think if I move this way, yeah, you can see that shadow a bit better. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Import blunt as bootstrap. Oh, and then you. Perfect. New bootstrap off canvas. Awesome. What I want to do now, what I want to do now is I want to open up the sidebar. Where's my sidebar? And I want to grab story quest, vbind story. Oh, it's getting it from Vuex. Okay, hold on. Story quest, vbind game view. Okay. And then go back to sidebar. It's going to break for a moment as I'm bringing over these pieces. This is so cool. I'm using a lot from Dura. I'm just moving it over, which is just awesome to reuse. Some of these features we made so we're not writing everything from scratch every time. Okay. Put this in the game view. Okay, that should be the title. This should be a completely different render now of. I have an extra div. Look at that. This just needs a background. Oh, I can just slap on a BG secondary. Is that what what did this look like in Dura? Was that? I guess it was secondary. Was that the color of the off canvas, that gray? Continue, continue, continue. This doesn't seem right. I feel like it was darker. Put the button in the footer maybe. It's not a card, I don't think. Oh, so the thing with the WoW is it's the same consistent card size, right? The same consistent. Yeah, we may be able to do something here, as opposed to this, which looks different. Hold on, I think I want to switch back to Dura for a sec, or I just need to reveal Dura. Hold on, if I go to what game doing? I just need to go to what party? Or I need to go to a different route. Main, login, combat. Combat should do it. Or have I disabled my router? I have disabled my route view, okay. Yeah, the tavern, thanks. I need to go to the tavern. The problem is that main currently has... Stop walking. Stop. I need to put in the router view. I'm going to turn off the game view for a second. It's going to take a second. Okay, here's Dura. Of course, now I don't have the navigation. Ooh. Oh, good find for the CSS generator story. Okay, so this is what it looked like. So it was a... Yeah, it's a BG Lite. Yeah, but also the padding helps. So if we go over to our game view and we do BG Lite, I feel like actually we're going to do two different wrappers. Yes, okay, so we're going to do div class, and we're going to do the border to border secondary, and then we're going to do some P3 there. You know what this is? It's basically an alert with the borders and the padding. And then the BG Lite. And if that's the case, though you have your box shadow on the NPC position width. Okay. And then, so we're now going to flip this back to the game. See, that looks better. I feel like this is a bit better. Oh, it's got the nav up top. That's cool. This is looking pretty slick. So let's make this a bit better, a bit bigger. Oh. Right now now it's got the curve. There's no way to close this window. Not yet. Should look. Hold on. Let me look at how they do it in WoW. World of Warcraft. NPC dialog box. You either accept. Oh, and it scrolls. It scrolls if you need it to. So it has the icon of who you're talking to, the name of who you're talking to, and the X button in the upper right. So with us, I like the portrait. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kenzie. Watch this. I'm gonna fork the story. I need to git commit. I need to save. What are we working on? Oh, the modals. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna keep story quest the way it's currently written, but I'm gonna make another component. Can I duplicate? Do I need to open this up and save as? Story quest 2. Yeah. There's an error because I'm trying to. Okay, there you go. Okay. So the portrait. I'm gonna do something for a sec, guys, because I think this will help with. Well, that's going just fine. Oh. We have a couple classes, right? Isn't there like a border, secondary, border 2. Isn't there like a circle class? Is it like rounded circle? Yeah, there you go. Rounded circle. What if we do border light? Nope, I mean border dark. Okay. And then what if we do this? Style, scoped, style. And for the portrait, we're going to position absolute. Top 0. Eventually, you could replace the image portrait with whatever NPC you clicked on in the zoom. Exactly. No, that's exactly what it would be. You click on the NPC, and then that would be, could be the image portrait with whatever. Yeah. So if we have it all through the generator, that'd be cool. I do like the fact that you click here and there's like a more of a face there, but it could be the same. I mean, these faces, right? You could grab the face from here. So that'd be awesome. Yeah. Very, very possible. Okay. Sorry, I'm positioning left 0, left -30 pixels, left 30. Hold on. Refresh. Come on. Refresh. I know I'm asking you to do a lot here. Pixels. Okay. Oh, that's too many. Trying to get it up on that corner. It's gonna be like what, -20 of each. Yeah, you see what I'm doing? Do like a maybe make the image bigger. Let me see how big the image is. Oh, yeah, it just doesn't have any size in here. Is it transparent? It's a, yeah, it's transparent. I can fill in the background though. I can add a background through CSS. I was going to say pick a different. Yeah, the problem with picking a different portrait is they probably all have there's the chance of having another transparent portrait is some of them don't. I mean, this is fine too. Yeah, still streaming. I was going to go to bed. We found a sprite generator, which is amazing. We'll dig into it tomorrow. I'm just working on this particular thing. And then, sorry, I'm working on popping the modal when you click on the NPC. I like, and then we want the close button, right? Yeah. And the close button, I mean, that'll just be, you know, button class close button, big X button, and I think I'm going to put that over there on the right. Oh, yikes, that's terrible. Why is it like that? Oh, because I gave it a background. The close button has no classes, so let's give it btn small, btn secondary with text danger. No, I don't like that at all. Text white, I guess. I would like to do a round button, right? Oh, I need to get rid of the width. There you go. That's why it's acting weird. Make the button red. I mean, I don't want it to draw that much attention, but here, yeah, here. That's not a bad. What if I do this? Let me find it. I've lost my button. Hey, we're doing good. We're working on a welcome to the stream. For the circle button, add a border radius of 5%. I mean, we already have. I mean, Bootstrap already has the rounded classes, right? Can't I just do like rounded? Why can't I apply the same thing I did to the portrait? Nope. Hold on, rounded circle. Yeah, there you go. The difference with this, we are using, I don't have anything like that hooked up. This is just a view. We're using view, Vue.js. We're using Bootstrap. We're using P5 for the the sprites and the map. We're making a web game. Slyboot Studio here for the details. Let's see, these are free games without any microtransactions. No ads or third-party analytics or anything like that. So, yeah, right now we are about 48 hours into making this. Yeah, grats to Rinzai for putting together the art. And yeah, we're just kind of playing around with some ideas, trying to work on this design a bit. I have to go to bed soon. It's almost 1, but yeah, it's been a good time. If you're interested in hearing updates about this game, we hope to have kind of a first playable or something by the end of the year. This will be a multiplayer online RPG with plenty of idle and incremental elements, but then also some more active play, combat, and things like that. So yeah, it'll be a good time. Either follow the Twitch channel, or you can again, the website above here has our YouTube, has our Discord. Feel free to jump in those to hear about some updates about this game. So yeah, for right now we're just messing around with some of the UI, some of the ideas here on how to kind of make this RPG come to life. But I will actually be heading to bed here in the next few minutes. So I just want to thank you guys for helping me out the last few hours. Rinzai, the art and your contributions. Finding that sprite generator was fantastic. I think this is really going to come together. Like, this is just a lot of fun. So I think we have a lot of potential here for making a nice, fun little game. And yeah, I think we'll continue with the maps and the art. Tomorrow is where we have to get the movement down. We have to put in the tile system tomorrow. So I think I'm going to dedicate the morning, just wake up, make a big pot of coffee, and just put in the tile and the movement system. Right now I've got it with the keys, but what I want is more of a Diablo style. Yeah, no, you enjoy, yeah, enjoy Friendsgiving. It's just gonna be me putting in the grid and then click to move and the logic around that. So there won't be any game design that we're doing tomorrow. It'll just be getting in that. But oh, pumpkin cheesecake, fantastic. Yeah, Friendsgiving's pretty fun. Morning be here just cooking. Cool. Yeah. Tomorrow in the afternoon I'm doing my Thanksgiving shopping. I'm going to see a movie. I would love a pie. That would be fantastic. I'm always open for pie. Awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you guys like I'm glad you like the art. I think this is the art and what we're planning. We have a huge library of pixel art. So we'll scour through that and figure out what's going to be appropriate for the various enemies and bosses and NPCs. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And then Rinzai, I do think we should probably have like a socket.io for the chat. I do think the chat should probably be pretty responsive, and we can run that easily on a socket server. Yeah, because I think that's going to be something that people are going to want to use, and I think it needs to be snappy and responsive. Yeah, I was gonna mock one up on the branch, like in the corner somewhere. Yeah, I mean, these games have, you can resize some of these windows or something like that. Yeah. I think it really helps to see the mock-ups I think that's really great. I mean, like you say so far, like we put together a lot of these ideas for the layout here because we're looking at what they're doing in Warcraft, or we're looking at what they're doing in IQ, or we're looking at what they do in Elithor. So, but we are now 2.5 hours into the stream. So, yeah, if you're interested in what we're working on, feel free to just hold the stream. I think I'm I need like 2 more followers. 2 more followers to get affiliated, I think. I think I need 50, and I'm at 48. Yeah. But let's see. Okay. That's good. I want to bring up that wow. So I want to look at this again. Okay, so it's not going too far out. It's more like this. The portrait. It's gonna take a little bit to update, isn't it? Is the game done yet? No. It's not done yet. We will have a first playable by the end of the year. There will probably be some additional drafts, but over the next 6 weeks. So we'll post those on Discord when they're ready, or as I'm streaming, if there's a playable, we'll put it in the chat. But it's going to take us some time. It's going to take us probably a good portion of 2023, but we'll definitely have some playable versions as time goes on. Okay, portrait 1010. I feel like that's just a bit. Oh, I've got 2 portrait classes. That's why I gotta get rid of one of them. Oh, he's joking. Yeah, is it just done? And yeah, well, we're 48 hours in. I'm pretty happy with. Here's the thing, Rinzai. The next time we do the PBBG hackathon, right? If we can do this in 48 hours, imagine, right? Last time with the month, I would definitely say we've got our feet under us now, our legs under us for some of the stuff. We have so many components and kind of built, and we've walked through so many of the stuff. Yeah, I want to get the title. That's what I want to get. I want to get the title in the right spot. Oh, let's see, top. You know what I want to do? I want to do a close icon rather than that shouldn't be an image search. Where's that close icon? There we go. We grab that. Copy. Bring that back over here. I mean, it's okay. I'm not loving the. I mean, Rinzai, I'm open to. I'm open to some styling suggestions later on this. No, ugh, what is that white? What am I doing? What is not secondary? Is it dark? Is it light? It's the opposite. It's the opposite. No, what is the border that is around quartermaster? Hold on. What is the line below? It's secondary. Okay, I thought so. I've lost where I'm doing. Oh, I have too many. Jeez, I have too many. Border, dark, border, light, border, secondary. Let's take a look at this. So that's the same. That X seems so insignificant, right? Oh, I wonder if I can. No, that didn't work. Doesn't this have a way to, can't you just change the font size? That's too big. I'd probably say maybe in time we have we bring in a different a different icon. What's a Raccooth? It's a raccoon. One of the comical. So the idea of the game started on like a parody of your typical medieval fantasy world, an uncouth raccoon basically. Think of your typical fantasy RPG, and instead of it being about knights and adventures, it's about raccoons going through the trash, but still in the same vein of still within the same world, still within the same setting. So all the discarded armor and swords and jewels and broken wands and staves and stuff like that, the woodland animals, namely the raccoons that rummage through the trash, find these items, and then you are basically playing in the fantasy world, going on adventures, but with the mindset, instead of like this brave and honorable hero, you are, yes, an uncouth raccoon digging through trash and equipping yourself with whatever you find. So that will eventually get worked into here. And actually, Rinzai, we have the means now to create raccoon people, don't we? Where's the... Was it under head? Yeah. So, human, boar. So you have some fur. So you could have... Oh, here's rat. Yeah, look at this. Right? You see this up top here? Now we have... So we have rat, rabbit, pig, sheep, mouse. So... I mean, we're not far away from getting we're not far away at all about getting look at this sheep, of getting someone to do some raccoon art. That's awesome. Let me grab that. Oh yeah, the wolf. You just need a head, that's it, right? You just need the head. Everything else, yeah. Yeah, they are cute, and that's part of the fun of thinking about this, where you can just you can probably add suggestions for new art assets. I can, yeah. You could go to the creators and find it. I mean, if all we need is so sprite sheets, heads, rat, so it does have the heads for all the different moves. Here's the universal. Oh, here it is. This is the. So here's all the rat heads. So you just go through there and touch that, make it look like a raccoon. Idle. Oh, okay, and then universal. Oh, and then here's all the different colors. Yeah, you could ask for. I mean, look at this person. This person just did this 25 days ago. So who knows? Maybe it is. There could be a request. Maybe we can request this. We could. Cool. We could maybe make a request on the repo. I mean, that'd be something I'd be willing to, like, pay someone for, because we would really appreciate that. Okay. I think I need to call it a night. It's 1 a.m. Thank you everyone for watching the stream and helping out. See you guys tomorrow. I will likely be doing a bit of streaming in the morning as we put in the grid system. So everyone have a good night, have a good weekend, have a good Thanksgiving. See you guys later.